Hello everyone, my name is Atlan and welcome to my Lost Runes Apocalyptic Descent Elite Guide. Lost Runes Apocalyptic Descent is the second raid in the Lost Runes series of raids, and it contains 2 bosses to fight. The raid requires more teamwork and understanding of mechanics than previous raids. This guide will cover the elite difficulty of the raid in detail. Story and solo mode will have similar but easier mechanics. Let's cover the first gate, Mars. Mars is fought as 2 groups of 4 players. Mars is a non-moving boss in the center of the room and has 3 major phases. Before we look at the major mechanics, we need to know about the gauge mechanic for this fight. When you are hit by Mars' attack, you will accumulate gauge. When the gauge hits 100%, you will become mind controlled and unable to control your character. Your character will also begin attacking your teammates. Your teammates can save you from mind control by killing you. Doing so will remove the mind control, but to leave you with very low health. You also get all of your cooldowns refreshed. It is important to manage your gauge and let your teammates know when you might turn, as it requires a bit of damage to break someone out of mind control. Now let's look at the major phases. First phase, 800 to 480 bars. The fight begins with Mars being invulnerable in the center of the room, with a lot of monsters everywhere. To make Mars vulnerable, you must kill all the monsters. Mars will constantly attack with a ground attack. That attack hurts, so make sure to dodge and not greed for damage. After you kill all the mobs, you must break 4 balls around Mars. After 1 ball is broken, you have 10 seconds to break all the other balls. To make sure this mech succeeds, make sure to spread your damage around. You can also hit multiple balls with large AoE skills. After you break all 4 balls, Mars becomes shield broken and vulnerable. The goal now is to take Mars down to 480 HP bars. Once Mars recovers from the shield break, he will begin using his attacks on you. These attacks are pretty simple to dodge, but here's how to handle them. Queen lasers. Mars will attack you with lasers. Just run or go in the air. Flame breath. Mars will target one person and fire flame breath at them. Dodge this attack. Don't try to go left or right. Run away from the boss instead. Crosses. Mars will target every person with crosses. To dodge this attack, everyone should spread out and not overlap. Then stand still as the center of the cross is safe. This attack will always happen twice in a row. Thunder. Mars will target every person with a yellow circle that follows them. Just run and make sure to not run into other people. Mars will fire 3 sets of thunders afterwards. Onion rings. Mars will fire a very large onion rings at someone. These move very slowly, but they hurt a lot. Make sure to avoid them. Stack marker. Mars will designate one person with a stack marker. The damage of this attack needs to be shared. If the damage is not shared, it will one-shot the targeted person. You can survive this attack as long as one of the other person shares the damage with you, but both players need to be roughly at least 80% HP. That covers all of Mars' basic attacks. Let's move to the second phase. Second phase starts from 480 HP bars up to 240 HP bars. Mars will lock his health at 480 HP bars and proceed to spawn walls diagonally. To cross a wall, you have to double jump above it. After the walls are spawned, Mars will begin his mechanic. 3 ghost heads will spawn in 3 out of 4 areas in the room. After a while, all the heads will target one player each and make them mind controlled. If these players are mind controlled for too long, they will die. There are 2 ways to resolve this mechanic. The first way is to kill the heads before they mind control people. If a ghost head is killed, the target will not be mind controlled. The second and easier way is to all group up in one area. Once 3 people are mind controlled, The players that wasn't mind controlled need to break their teammates free from mind control. Once they do this, the ghost heads will disappear and the mechanic is resolved. After finishing the mechanic, 4 balls around Mars will appear like in the first phase, kill them in time, and Mars will be shield broken, then push him down to 240 bars. Third phase, 240 bars until he's dead. Once Mars reaches 240 bars, he will lock his health bar and teleport the players to a maze. To accomplish his mechanic, players need to make it to the center of the maze. The maze has 3 layers. To unlock the next layer of the maze, you must find a blue button to stand on. The first layer has 1 button. The second layer has 1 button. The third layer, which is the center, has 2 buttons. For the center, both buttons must be pressed at the same time. Once that is done, the maze completely disappears. You cannot triple jump over the walls, by the way. So just run it normally. While you are running the maze, Mars will attack you to slow you down. He can use the cross attack, thunder attack, and stack attack. Make sure to walk with your teammates so that you don't kill each other while in the tight maze. After finishing the maze, 4 balls will spawn around Mars again, take care of them, and kill the boss. And after that, Mars is done, and we're finished with the first boss. Now let's get to the second boss. Let's move on to Gate 2. The boss of Gate 2 is Mikhail. The full group of 8 players will be in the same room. Mikhail is a non-moving ball in the center of the battlefield and has 2 major phases. Before we go over the mechanics, you must know that Mikhail's attacks work like Ophelia. When you are hit, you accumulate gauge on a small debuff. When this debuff fills all the way, you immediately die. Now let's look at the major mechanics. First phase, 1000 bars to roughly 500 bars. When the battle begins, just approach Mikhail in the center and push as much damage as you can. In theory, he has an HP log here at 700 bars, but it can be hard to push it that far before the first mechanic begins. When the first mechanic begins, Mikhail will become invulnerable and pick 2 opposite pillars to rise. Next to those pillars, he will spawn a mob. You must kill the mob to remove the protective walls around the pillars. On the top of each pillar is a button that needs to be stepped on. To complete the mech, both buttons need to be stepped on at the same time. To get up to the pillar's height, there are elevators around the room. To call down an elevator, you must walk underneath the glowing blue light pillar and watch for how the elevator reacts. If a red attack indicator appears, that means the elevator platform will calm down. Make sure you do not stay in the red attack indicator, as the elevator platform will one-shot you if you get squished by it. Once the platform calms down, just jump on it and wait. If a laser appears instead, make sure to stay away. The elevator will spawn an electric orb mob that will start chasing you. If you get touched by the electric orb, it will poison you. This poison does a lot of damage and will eventually electrocute you. Instead, kill the orb with a ranged skill and then try the elevator again. After both buttons are pressed, the pillars will lower, Mikhail will be vulnerable. Push as much damage as you can. Shortly after, when Mikhail recovers, he will do the second mechanic. The second mechanic is similar to the first mechanic, but this time there are 4 pillars. Just do the same thing as before and step on all 4 buttons at the same time to complete the mechanic. To push Mikhail to roughly 400 to 500 bars. In the theory, the HP log is at 200 bars, but it is hard to hit this in Elite. Also, another important thing to note, when you are on the pillar, the ground puddle attack Mikhail does can still hit and target you. So don't just AFK on the button. Make sure to watch and dodge the attack. Second phase, 500 bars to 0. A cutscene will play and Mikhail will ascend into the sky. After the cutscene, the mechanic begins. The center of the screen will show 4 colored icons in a row. The 4 pillars from earlier are also raised with colored orbs rotating around them. To resolve this mechanic, the goal is to activate the pillars in the correct order according to the colored icons. If you are colorblind, then look at how many orbs rotate around each pillar. You have to activate in order of 1 orb, 2 orb, 3 orb, 4 orb. You have 20 seconds to complete this mechanic or Mikhail will wipe the team. To activate a pillar, you must first break the shield around it, like the shield on the Dragon Nexus boss, and press F next to the pillar. If you press the pillars in the incorrect order, your progress is reset and the order of the pillars is randomized again. For example, the 3rd pillar becomes the 1st pillar to activate and so on. If as a team you are fast enough, you can try to complete the mechanic before the first wipe attack, but this requires very good coordination instead. The safe way to complete the mechanic is to do this. First, break the shield around the pillar and stand next to the pillar. After a while, the shield will regenerate around the pillar if you do not activate the pillar. So it's very important. Just stand there, do not activate the pillar, and there will be a shield spawning around you to protect you. So all team members get inside the shield and wait for the timer to run out. After the wipe finishes, the timer resets to 20 seconds and you can begin using the pillars in order. You will have plenty of time if you do it this way. After you successfully complete this mechanic, Mikhail is vulnerable on the upper platform. A ring in the center of the room will drop down and you should get onto it. The ring will bring everyone up to the upper platform after a short while. You can also get up using the elevators from earlier, but that can be more annoying to do. From here, you just have to kill Mikhail on the upper platform. Around 150 HP bars, Mikhail will cast his last mechanic. He will encase every player in a cage and stun every player. After a short while, the stun finishes and you just have to use multi-hit skills to break yourself out of your cage. If people group up around each other, they can help break each other out as well. After there are no mechanics left, important thing to note is that when you fight Mikhail on the upper platform, he will periodically spawn electric orbs that target the nearest player. 1 or 2 players should be playing janitor and getting rid of the electric orbs for the team. If the electric orbs get near the boss and infect a lot of players, this can easily lead to a lot of deaths. So this was pretty much my full Apocalypse guide. I hope this helps you out with clearing this raid easier and faster. This raid seems like a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun trying it out on the Chinese servers. I'm looking forward to actually playing the Elite and Legend version on the EU servers. Overall, I'm pretty happy about the raid. It looks like to be way harder than the raids before, which I do appreciate. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Enjoy the raid, enjoy wiping and enjoy dying. This is part of raiding, guys. It's fine and it is fun to keep failing over and over again, and eventually you get that win and you clear the raid. So enjoy the progress and I'll see you on the next video. By the way, don't forget, I stream daily on Twitch and you should be following me on Twitch, by the way. 10 out of 10 streams every day. Yeah, anyways, bye bye.